Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. It is just before sunset. The night audio is already starting to crank. I'm sure it's going to get louder, be a mix of nature and a mix of industry, because we're on the Mississippi River behind this old dock here. Gonna look for eel this afternoon. Gonna fish into the night for a good while. Yeah, you're right. Eel are a nocturnal species. There's other things to know about them to help you target them. They like structure a lot. They're gonna hide in that structure during the day and come out at night. So we're gonna go about this two different ways. We're gonna put a bait close to the structure and have one close in. We're gonna see if 2 ounces of lead for the close in one will suffice without the current taking us. We had a 1 ounce on here. This is a dropper loop rig that I was using last night. 1/0. You can get a decent hookup rate with a 1/0 octopus style hook like that. However, it's not really my preferred hook. We're just gonna keep it that way for that particular rig. I like to use Kales. I realize I might be pronouncing that incorrectly. It seems everybody has their own pronunciation for it, but you get the idea. We got a various group of Kales here, leaders I tied up, different sizes. That's a Kale right there. It appears I have two choices here. I've got what looks like two different sizes tied up. I got the small, I can't remember what these are, what sizes. I know that that is likely 35-pound test mono, and the clear mono I think is going to be 20, which is fine. You see, here's the size, other size Kale I have. I think both sizes would work well. However, you got to remember, eel have smaller mouths than, you know, a blue cat, unless you're talking babies. So maybe we will go eeny meeny miny mo. Anyone's guess right now. Well, beauty of this is that these are pre-tied leaders with these loops, right? So I can cow hitch it now and then uncow hitch it later when I want to change my mind. Speaking of cow hitching, someone asked, how do you do that? Well, you got to start off by tying your leader and having a surgeon's loop. There you go, right there. Look up surgeon's loop if you don't know how to tie that. Take that loop, pinch it, get your swivel, run that loop just through the swivel, just like that, just enough to where you can now take your hook and run it through that loop, and there you go. That's a cow hitch, and that is a 3-ounce donut. Don't eat it. All right, there are various baits that you can use to catch eel. I brought one of them, one of the most common ones, night crawler. We are going to try and get some other baits to use. We're going to start out with throwing out 2 lines of night crawler. Shrimp is another good one. You can use market bait shrimp, you know, shrimp from the grocery store. You can use live river shrimp or shrimp you buy from the tackle shop, you know, like saltwater shrimp. We are going to try and get some river shrimp. Grass shrimp works as well too. Cut bait can work as well. Sometimes you get better luck using day-old shrimp, you know, that stinky shrimp. Eel like stinky stuff. For the bigger hook, as much night crawler as we can get on it. That's maybe a 1/0. For the one that's gonna be close in, the 1/0, I'm just gonna do about half a night crawler. I just did both of my casts. We're gonna sit here and watch. Very likely to get catfish on these baits tonight, obviously, because it's night crawler. However, I don't expect to see too much action from big blue cats, maybe not even flatheads either. Possibly we could still get blue cats and flatheads, but for the most part, the blue cats are spawning right now. This is the back end of the month. We're coming up on the full moon later this week. So yeah, they're they're not too active right now. They're out doing other things. But the eel are active. The eel do not spawn here. Ooh, look at that. The close in, this little white rod's getting hit. Eel go all the way out to the Sargasso Sea to spawn. They don't do the do here in the States here. Not at all. I grabbed the net there to do a thing and realized I needed to do another thing. This is a collapsible bucket. This dip net is what I call my grass shrimp net. Well, I also use it for river shrimp. This is like a fresh growth of willows. This line of them right here. It's a short stand. Doesn't go for too far down that way, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger. People keep saying, oh, you should get out there and cut it down. Yeah, I hear you. I just don't really feel like destroying habitat, because that's what it is right now. Habitat for shrimp. Got a few there. Wow, there is something hungry out there. Let me tell you, that it wasn't out too long and got stripped already. Instead of just like automatically putting shrimp on there, because I just got a few, I want to spend some more time getting shrimp, so we're going to go back to the worm. The reason for that is because when you're fishing live river shrimp or grass shrimp, you really need to be right at your rod, not off doing something else. Little things are starting to really just decimate me, the night crawler anyway. Probably going to be the same thing with the shrimp. I've got quite a few in here now. Try to find a big one. We'll keep a night crawler out and have a shrimp out at the same time. There we go. I know that looks a little disproportionate there, a 1/0 with a little tiny shrimp, but it will work. Oh, do we have a double? We have a double. Got a fish here on this live shrimp and a night crawler line. Just got a big hit. It's got a slack line. Tighten that slack line up. Just put this shrimp out. I'm not sure what we have here yet. It's not big. Oh, Gasper goo. Look at that. Nice. That's another suspect that we're gonna get tonight on the shrimp. So glad I finally put a shrimp out. Nice. Freshwater drum, that's what this is. They have to be a certain size. I think it's 16 inches. That's the ferry right there doing this last run. It's gonna go over here in front of us, drop off whoever it's got on, pick up whoever's waiting, come back and stay over here for the rest of the night. All right, the ferry is finally coming back over here, and it's gonna stay over here. So that means it's after 10. Let's see what time it actually is. I think 10:15 is the last one. It's 10:17. Most of the bites, including the drum I caught, were grouped around the sunset, really close to it. And once we got a good ways past that, it just slowed down. I think the sunset nighttime bite is pretty much done. Anything else we see, it's just going to be here and there intermittently. This is the part of the session that really wears down on me. Look at that. I saw the slightest little bit of a bend. Yeah, this is the killer part of the session. I'm starting to yawn. We were under a air quality alert. We were under it yesterday afternoon and today. Something to do with the ozone. I remember back when they were blaming it on hairspray use in the 80s, holes in the ozone, right? So yeah, I could tell the difference. It's been giving me headaches when I come out in the hottest part of the day. I've got a headache now. And just sitting here watching nothing, isn't helping. Yes. Let's turn on some light here. What did we get? Ooh. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I bet you thought I was about to call it, right? Not quite. Woof. These are actually really, really pretty fish. They go good if you use the poor man's lobster method, but this one is undersized. Oh yes, finally. This is the first fish on the night crawler. I was just sitting there spacing out. I was beginning to wonder if we were going to get anything decent besides those two little drum. Seriously thinking about taking off. Just got this headache I can't really shake. I don't think this is a big fish, much bigger than the first two drum. Come on. Oh, we got him up on the surface. Wonder what we got here. I'm not sure if this is actually a catfish yet. I wonder if this is a stingray. Oh, he's hugging tight to those willows. Oh no, it's not a stingray. I think that is a catfish. Yep. It's a blue cat, in fact. Oh yeah? He's really, really talking. They're not all spawning. He could be old enough to spawn, but definitely got a fat belly. He's definitely been eating a lot. Maybe about 5-6 pounds. Making my night for sure. Let's make his a little better and return him where we found him. Three fish, 11:21. Yeah, you're right. 3 fish between sunset and 11:21. Not good. Not worth staying out all night just to get 4. Yeah, you're right. We're gonna call it here. Go get some rest, edit this video. If I'm still awake, maybe come out for sunrise, maybe not. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And I will see you next time. Yeah, you're right.